I have with me in the studio Professor Bola Akintenewa, Yemi Adamolekun, Modele Sharafa Yusuf, veteran journalist and Arise news analyst, and Professor David Awurawa, Professor of International Relations at the University of Lagos. Well, let's move on. Nigerians who mismanage funds meant to develop the Niger Delta through the Niger Delta Development Commission, Nddc, may have finally found themselves in trouble, as President Muhammadu Buhari vows to punish them without exception. The president, who made the assertion during the virtual commissioning of the Nddc prototype hostel at the University of Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, said every kobo stolen from or through the commission will be recovered by the government. The president had authorized a forensic audit of the Nddc following allegations of widespread corruption at the agency. Joining us right now is Professor Benjamin Okaba, Chairman, Ijaw National Congress. He'll be discussing the Nddc audit report as well as the renewed controversy over resource control. Professor Okaba, thank you very much for joining us. You're welcome to This Day Live.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure.
Prof, this week, President Buhari, as I said in the introduction, said anybody that stole a penny, a kobo from the Nddc, that money will be taken back. And that whoever may have done so, or may have any contractor that may have abandoned any project, you just go quickly and deliver on those projects. What do you think about this? And in any case, there are persons who argue across Nigeria that the Nddc is not useful, that it's just some kind of POS for certain Nigerians, and that it should be scrapped. What's your take?
Okay, let me take on the earlier question as to my reaction to President Buhari's declaration that whoever that is found guilty or wanting shall be brought to book and monies be recovered. Yes, I will say I'm excited by that declaration. We expected this long ago. For many Nigerians, this could be just rhetorics. So, moving forward, we had said earlier that forensic auditing should be an routine administrative process of the Nddc. It's not anything anybody should celebrate about. Buhari has made several promises. As we speak, people have called for the audit report. The issues as they remain are mere allegations. And for the Ijaw National Congress, we long awaited, we even addressed the press conference demanding for the audit report to be released quickly. And as many persons that have not delivered on the assignments given to them, the appropriate actions be taken. So we want the Nddc substantive board to be inaugurated. That is the only thing that will excite us, not these promises. Not these promises. Let him he does not need the permission of Nigerians to prosecute anybody. What we want is, we want to see action. We want to see the action, we want to see the list published, we want to see the rules abandoned, we want to see the persons involved. I also want to believe that whatever is made public is the true report.
Well, but Prof, what of the view that has been expressed that, look, nobody needs all these development commissions, and that the Nddc, the Niger Delta Development Commission, is a veritable illustration of how, a development commission is at best a special purpose vehicle for theft of national resources. Don't you think, or do you not think, that the Nddc, as argued by some people,
yes,
has outlived its usefulness?
as a matter of fact, we have always said that we never demanded for an interventionist agency. What the Ijaw people demanded and still demand is total resource control. Nddc has been a palliative and as a stopgap approach. So those who accepted the Nddc in 2000 had certain reservations, and in as much as we argue that the Nddc is not delivering on the mandate establishing it to bring succor to the Niger Delta, address the numerous ecological problems, etc., etc. There has been no replacement. What is the credible replacement for the Nddc? So if you say scrap the Nddc, is there a guarantee that there will be another institution that will do better than the Nddc? So it's like saying, now that we don't have the Delta people will say at all is the wish. So Nddc, yes, not performing. Is there a credible alternative? If yes, scrap the Nddc. In fact, what we need is direct intervention. We want to see the roads, we want to see the bridges, we want to see the schools, we want to see because if you do without any scientific introspection as to the activities of Nddc, by just face value, you discover that the administrative costs of the commission is even more than the projects being executed. You saw the drama in the Senate, how millions of naira were spent fighting COVID-19, so many other things and all that. Those are unnecessary administrative costs. But if the Nddc is properly funded, because as we speak, part of what we're told is that the government was supposed to give 10%, yes, to fund it to the Nddc. The oil companies are supposed to remit 3% of their profits to the NDC. All these are not coming, and allocations to Nddc are not are not released as when due, and the appointment of officers into the Nddc is highly politicized. It's not about who is the best; it's about probably who is close to the corridors of power. So there are so many issues bedeviling the Nddc, and we thought going forward the forensic audit will have exposed so many things, and nobody expected that the reports it will take this much, take so much time for that report to be released, and a substantive board, because as we speak, the board has been under sole administratorship, which is a major catastrophe. Rather than having representation from the various states to make input and all that, the Nddc has been run in the past couple of months by sole administrators who just play to monies are spent, employments we are told are made because from the protests here and there and all that. So that is where we are. For those who say scrap the Nddc, I don't disagree with that, but the question is that if you are scrapping, are we having a better thing? For us, complete 100% resource control and allow us to manage our resources. Give us the funds, give us the minimum control of our resources, we engage the agencies ourselves. We dictate what we need, we draw a blueprint, we draw up a roadmap, and we also evaluate projects ourselves.
Well,
that is the ultimate.
Professor Okaba,
thank you.
When you say our resources,
yes, sir.
I guess you mean the resources of the people of the Niger Delta. And I think that's something on the table now.
Very well, very well.
Yes, with a man who should know, who has been president, head of state of Nigeria twice, saying that no, it's not your resources. It is the resources of Nigerians, whether they are from Niger Delta or not. And we had a guest just before you, spokesperson of the Senate, who has a PhD in law. And he says, look, if you look at the laws, Section 44, subsection 3 of the 1999 Constitution, the Land Use Act, the Petroleum Act, and other relevant laws, resources in Nigeria belong to all Nigerians, not to people who are saying because it's on our land, it is our own. But here you are saying our resources. Which resources?
Okay. The resources are on our lands, and they rightfully belong to us. That is the position. Now, let me put this argument straight, because I'm happy you are raising this issue, because you know, right from the time Obasanjo made this statement some weeks ago, we've been interrogating the issues. Now, he made a claim that the issues of resource being vested in the federal government had colonial origin. We have facts to debunk that. The 1946, if you remember in 1946, the Philippine Commission of Inquiry was set up to advise the government, the colonial government, on how to manage resources. And the reports of that commission was that every resource found in every land belongs to the people, 100%. It is only those undeclared resources that can be controlled centrally. Then again, by 1956, another commission also was established. And at this time, it was still 100%. It was when the oil was now found. At this point in time, we're talking about this, granite, cocoa, were at the commanding height of our economy. Now, when oil was struck in commercial basis, there was now a further reduction to 50%, down up the 1960 Constitution, the 1963 Constitution, all of this gave recognition to ownership of the land by the people. Now, talking about the 1999 Constitution, like we said earlier, that is a constitution we have all seen to be very faulty. It does not represent the aspirations of our people. In its drafting, it was not representative. Some group of persons just knock up some documents together, some few days, few weeks to hand it over to another government. So the section that says, section 2 and 2, that says that our people gathered, Nigerians agreed. What was the convocation of Nigerians to agree? So that's a fraud. So the very foundation of the argument that the oil belongs to everybody is fraudulent. Then number two, how do you, in a federation, how do you include or capture oil and mineral resources as exclusive list? What is the essence of federation? Now, the overall, like the son mentioned the other time, the United Nations common law has defined everything, that you don't deprive a people of the resources that are found in the land. Then a simple argument to also make is that, look, Nigeria exists because people exist. Nigeria exists because communities exist. So if, for instance, Bakassi, resources were found in Bakassi one time or the other, Bakassi has been ceded to Cameroon. All the land, the people, and every resource at that point have been ceded off. So the argument as to the resources belong to Nigeria is not correct. And I have to tell you that, look, it is only as we even speak, it is only the oil that is treated in that manner. The gold in Zamfara is mined and appropriated by the people of Zamfara. The tin and other solid minerals in the same Nigeria are owned by other people. So we expect that Obasanjo should be bold enough to tell us one, which of the countries that is federalism have a situation where you hijack all the resources around, siphon them to the center, put them on the laps of the emperor in charge, and now distribute these things as largesse to people. Where else do you have that? What type of example? So it is a practice. It is a practice that is against international law. It's a practice that is against morality. It's a practice against justice. So, secondly, a constitution is not a status. A constitution, as far as we know, right, is a document that serves as a standard, a guiding standard. Now, to the extent to which it is not, it does not portray the interest of the people, is subject to reviews. And that is why a lot of persons have said the 1999 Constitution is the basis, is the major albatross we have in this country. It is the reason why all the sectors, all sectors, every part of the country is disillusioned, collapsing. In fact, we are in shambles because the instrument of governance is faulty.
Well, on that note, I would like to thank you very much, Professor Benjamin Okaba, for joining us on This Day Live, this Sunday talk show. For the clarifications, the insights we've been able to offer with regard to the President's statement on the forensic audit of the Nddc and the ownership of natural resources in Nigeria. Thank you very much. It's time.